this kind of question here. And this is just one way that we can prove it. So I guess the challenge for you guys is that think of another way that you can prove that the sequence of arithmetic, or the sum of the arithmetic sequences is also an arithmetic sequence, okay? But anyway, moving on to the next question. Next question reads, the product of two consecutive negative integers is 600. What is the value of the lesser integer? So when I'm thinking about lesser integer, I'm thinking about the integer that is closer to 0 in terms of negatives, okay? So first of all, they give us a statement here, okay? So let A and B be two consecutive negative integers. This means that A is equal to B minus 1, right? So this is what it means that A and B are two consecutive negative integers. B is more negative than A, but they're consecutive to each other, okay? So the second statement that they gave us is that the product of these two is equal to 600, okay? So this is the first statement, and this is the second statement. This is the first statement, and this is the second statement. Okay, so given these two statements, they want us to find the value of the lesser integer. In this case, the integer that is closer to 0 or less negative. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to plug A into our second equation. So plug A equals B minus 1 into 2. Okay, so that means this is going to turn to B minus 1 times B equal to 600. Okay, so now we're going to expand this. We have B squared minus B equals 600, and we're going to move 600 to the left-hand side. So we have B squared minus B minus 600. Okay, so now we have to solve this quadratic function. We have to find the zeros, or the solutions to the quadratic function, to find the two negative consecutive integers. Okay, so in this case, the junior tutor used the quadratic formula, so I will do the same. So the quadratic formula is, as stated again, x equals negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a, where a, b, and c are the coefficients of our quadratic function, so a, b, and c. Okay, so using this quadratic formula, we have negative times negative 1 plus or minus b squared, so negative 1 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 4 times 1, times c, which is 600, divided by 2 times 1. Okay, so this is equal to 1 plus or minus 1 minus 400, 4 times 600, which is 2400, and that would equal to 2401 divided by. Okay, so it so happened that 2401 or 2401 is actually a perfect square, and the perfect square is 49. So it's going to be 1 plus or minus 49 divided by 2, and x is equal to, in this case, 25 or negative 24. Okay. So now that we have found the zeros that solve our quadratic function, we need to put it into context of our question here. They're looking for two consecutive negative integers. And in our solutions here, we see here that one of our answers is a positive. So since x cannot be positive, x is equal to negative 24, or b is equal to negative 24, sorry, I should say that. So b is equal to negative 24. And therefore, a is equal to negative 25. Okay, so our lesser integer is negative 24. Our lesser integer is negative 24. Okay, so that's how you solve this question. This solution is correct. Good job. All right, moving along.